go, baby. Come on. Hell yeah.
What's up, fellas? Appreciate y'all coming in. I know some of you guys have played a little bit. Some of you guys are new, but the guys that played, they can tell you that the best way to learn is just to play. So I'm gonna keep this brief and then we'll get started. Why would I go to the trouble of naming a sport CORE for any of the new guys? Does any of you see why it would be called CORE? Anybody? Everything revolves around the core of the playing field. We got one goal hanging in the core. That's what everybody's gonna play on. The objective offensively is to earn your way into the core. Now, how do you do that? You have to score within the outer ring first. The scoring system is 1 for the outer ring, 2, 3, 4, and the core is worth 5. So you have to earn your way in by scoring in the outer ring, then you can advance to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Almost every single time, the game will be won by a scoring in the core, almost every single time. Now, offensively, you can run. If you have the ball, you can run in the ring you are in, or you can retreat away from the goal. But if you are going to cross over into another ring towards the goal, it has to be a pass. If I'm in this ring and I cross over into the core, that would be equivalent of a travel. Same for every other ring. But I can retreat all I want, okay? So that's offensively. You can score out of sequence all you want as well. Like I said, the main objective is closing the rings out, but the secondary objective is to score points. So you will have your rings closed out and your total of points. How you win the game is by getting all of the rings closed out and having more points than the other team. So if you are trying to score within the outer ring, maybe you have a teammate that's open within the core. The core is worth 5. Maybe you make that pass, maybe you score that bucket. You take the 5 points, it's a make it, take it style game. So you get the ball back if you score. If you score within the 5, you get those 5 points, but your main objective was to score within that outer ring. So you have not yet scored or closed out the outer ring. So the next possession, you will take the ball out of bounds again, and you will also again try to score within the outer ring. Now, maybe somebody else is open in the 4 or the 3 or the 2. The point is, the points will continue to tally. If you score out of sequence, you're just gonna get more and more points. But the rings have to be closed from out to in. It won't be like we're trying to score within the 1, but we scored in the 4 and now the 4 is closed. That's not how it works. Closing rings go from out to in, all right? Both offense and defense can only spend 3 seconds in the core, so you can't just camp out in there. Both teams, all right? Now, there's a couple strategic wrinkles that you need to know about, and then we'll get playing a game and it won't be too bad. Offensively, one of the strategies, the farthest ring is 33 foot. That's like Steph Curry range, so that's like a pretty good shot. It may be possible that you have trouble scoring in that outer ring. You might not have a good long distance shooter. If you perform an alley-oop pass, say you throw it from the 1 ring and your teammate catches it in the air and scores. As the offensive team, you have the choice to either take where the ball was thrown or where the ball was caught. So depending on where you are in the game, you might want to take your ring closed out and 1 point, or you might want to just take 5 points and no ring closed out because you're getting the ball back. Does that make sense? All right, defensively, there's a wrinkle to counteract what I just explained offensively. Defensively, when let's say this team is red and this team is blue. When the red team shoots and misses and the blue team gets the rebound, they are now what is in a transition play. They have transitioned from defense into offense. If they score within the 1 transition play, that team gets to choose to either take the points and the ring if that's where you scored, or they can erase the most recent ring that the opponent has closed out. Does that make sense? All right. Let me think. Fouls, think if you're, as far as aggressiveness, think like 90s NBA. A little bit more aggressive than today's basketball, but you don't have to dribble, so things like on the arm or reaching in, unless it's like real flagrant, that's gonna be let go. You know, this is not a dribbling game, this is a running and passing game. So think 90s NBA, a little more aggressive than today's basketball, but you know, we're not tackling or anything. Speaking of tackling, if you get involved in a jump ball, only the two people that are involved in the jump ball, there's no dog piling going on, but the two people in the jump ball, they're basically just going to wrestle for it until somebody gets it. Like it's a wrestling match for the ball. And once somebody has a clear possession, the moment, like as soon as somebody has clear possession, the possession will stop and that team will get the ball back, okay? That's on a jump ball. Within the 4, the 3, the 2, or the 1 ring, if you are fouled in the act of shooting, it's going to be very similar to a free throw. Let's say, for example, I got fouled right here in the 3 ring, and let's say he fouled me. When we set up for a free throw, he can stand right in front of me, and he can kind of give me one of those out of bounds, you know, trying to wave me off, but I have a free shot within the 3 ring if that's where he fouled me. I get a free shot here. The rest of the team is going to do similar to a lane in basketball. Let's say red-blue. It'll just be red-blue, red-blue, red-blue around the outside of the core. All right. That is for every ring except for the core. Now, if you get fouled within the core, those two people, the person that fouled, that committed the foul, and the person that got fouled, they're going to play one-on-one within the core. If you get fouled again in the one-on-one situation, you just get the points. If you score, you obviously get the points, but if the defense successfully stops you within the one-on-one situation, then they get the ball back in a new possession. Was that too much, or did everybody kind of understand that? I know most of you guys have played. All right, do me a solid and choose red or blue for our pennies so we have a good understanding of the video. Take it out, take it out. Shoot that. All the way out, red, all the way out. Oh, you gotta take it out, Drew. Take it out, all the way, blue, all the way. Yep, you're good. Pass it in, good. You don't have to take it out. You don't have to take it out. That was an offensive rebound. Boom! 1 point, 1 ring for the blue team. Hey, fellas, your ring total is going to be the team fouls, all right? Yeah, you get it. Now you start in the 1, yep. And red, if you get a transition, you can erase their 1 ring. Hit that. Transition, red. To the 1, yep, blue, you're good. Working on 2, working on 2. Transition, red. Get a good shot, you can erase their 1. Hey guys, that was a travel, but if they only take 1 step and come back, we'll give them that kind of leeway. If they take 2 steps over, there's a travel. But if there's 1 step and he comes back, you have that leeway as the offensive player. Get it red. Shoot that. Shoot that. To the one, blue, to the one. Red ball, red ball. Working on one, red. Oh, get it out, he said. Still got it. Hit that, Drew. Get out, blue, to the one, blue. Nice. Boom. 2 points, 2 rings for the blue team. Need to stop, red, in the transition. Stop transition, red. Oh. Need to stop, red. They're in the 3 now. You can start in the 3, Jackson. It's supposed to get pretty tough the closer you get. Need to stop, red. Get it, red. Transition, red. Transition. Transition. Get out, get out, get out, Drew. Transition, red. Get a good shot. You're good, you're good. Working on the 4, blue. Defense, red. Nice, D. Transition, red. Yep, blue ball. You can start in the 3. Get it, red. Still working on 4, blue. Oh yeah! You tell me who that was out on. Who was it? Blues ball. All right, get a stop, red. You got to get a stop. Transition, red. Get a good shot. Get it, red. Out to the 3, yep. No, you got to pass, Jackson. You got to pass it in. Uh-oh. Yes. 4 points, 4 ring for blue. Hey, red, you guys got to get a stop. If they score within the core, they will have skunked you. Stop, red. All right, hey, there's a good point right there. You guys have scored within the 4, and you're working on the 5, and Tyler just scored within the 4 again. But since you have closed the 4 out, it's worth 5. So everything, the whole field is worth 5 because you've closed everything out except for the 5. So you get 5 points, blue. Need to stop, red. 3 in the core for both teams. 3 for both teams. Transition, red. Get a good bucket. Get a good shot, red. Red team, do you want to erase the 4 or do you want 3 points?
Hey,
I would erase their 4 if I were you. What do you say, Red? Take the 4. You're working on 1, Red, working on 1. Transition blue, transition blue. Except they don't have anything to close. Get Tyler. Working on 1, Red. Blue has closed the 4 out again. Need to stop, Red. We need to stop. Get it, Red. Get it, Red. Good look. Good look. Go, Red. Yeah, set some screens. Yeah. Nope. He threw it in the 4 and you went into the 5, Boone. That was a good play though. Good play though. That was a travel if anybody was confused. Get it, Red. Hit that. Boom! Red team, 1.1 ring. Let's get on a roll here, Red. Hit it, Drew. Blue transition. 3 for both teams, 3 for both teams. We're going to call that a 4. That is a 4. He had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. 4. It's 5 points, but it was in the 4 ring, and you didn't close the core out. If you want to close the core out, it has to be both feet completely in. So you got 5 points. Red, you need to stop. Transition Red, transition Red. Get a bucket.
Yes, sir.
Good bucket. Hit that. Hit it again. Shoot that. Blue, you're working on 3 or core. You're working on the core, Blue. Get it, Blue. Nice. Oh, there it is, there it is. That's the game. That is game. Blue team wins the first game.
My favorite part about today's play was definitely the competitiveness among the guys. I'm really competitive myself, and when I get guys to match that, it makes it all really fun. I like the sport because it's a combination of all the sports that I like, basketball and football, any of that. It also helps keep me in shape. I love running and doing all that stuff too.
It's definitely not for someone that doesn't like contact, because there's a lot of contact in it, but it's not too much. It's not overwhelming contact. Like, you're not going to get hurt.
You don't really get much physicality anymore, but it's nice to have it here. No, it's really easy. I mean, he explains it well, and then once you get going, you start picking up on the rules, and once you get into a couple of games, that's when everyone gets the hang of it, and it's a lot more fun.
But as soon as you get the rules down, the game just flows, and you understand it way better, and it's pretty easy to understand.
I mean, you have to be able to shoot a basketball at least, but like, there's also a lot of mental. You have to be able to choose like the right rings if you want to take one away, if you want to keep your points or take certain shots. make the good decision.
So I think the sport does have a bright future because it's really fun and competitive like a lot of other sports. Once it gets the exposure it deserves, I think that it can really blow up.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope you enjoyed that. We certainly had a good time here tonight, and I just ask you to spread the word. We're having a great time. I can bring CORE to almost any gym in the nation, and I would love to hear more from you. If you would like to see CORE in your hometown, contact me at any of the social media sites or my website, CORESportsRevolution.com, and I would love to talk with you more about bringing CORE to your hometown.